Morning, Trainiacs. That was oh, you're dark. Let me fix you. That was a mechanical battle. I ended up just riding 2 hours, 50 minutes over the course of about 3 hours and 20 minutes of riding because the chain's falling apart. Kept dropping, kept slipping, and then for the last hour, 20 minutes, tick, 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 tick. By the way, day 2 in Boulder, producing the How to Strength Train Masterclass. Let's do it.
Central governor and making all of these decisions. And if we spend a lot of time in traditional exercises and parallel stances in very secure environments like machines, that brain is actually going to take a little bit of a detour, and it's going to be able to relax a little bit. The training that we do has a big neurological component, because we're going to acknowledge that that central governor is going to make most of the decisions. So when you start slowing down on the bike or you start slowing down on the run, it's because your brain has identified a little bit of danger. Something is, it's there to protect you. So the more we can work with the central governor, the better.
You said something in one of the videos that triathletes, we have a big enough load placed on our body through swim, bike, run as it is. And we don't need to be doing that with strength training as well. Can you just talk about why that, just sort of how that plays into getting away from the traditional, I'm going to go into the gym, I'm going to wobble out, because it's leg stravaganza today, and we're going to squat until we puke.
So, pass it on to Tim.
Yeah, I'm just going to use an example. I'm going to steal it from Lawrence Van Lingen, who's a run advisor and body specialist for myself and a lot of Julie's athletes. I think this is a great example. I don't know if I've mentioned it to Erin, but picture a big Arnold Schwarzenegger muscle, weightlifter doing a bicep curl. Very isolated, just one movement, isolating, one muscle. Now, bring in some 8-year-old kid who picks up 2 weights, doesn't know anything about weightlifting, is not being told what to do by anybody, and tell him to curl that weight. And he's just going to get his whole body in there, just moving around his whole body to get that weight up. And that's what we want. We don't, when you start talking about those traditional exercises, you're isolating muscles, you're not working with the fascial lines, which when you start getting into the elasticity and the response on running, that's where you're going to see a lot of energy efficient movement. What we try to do is Tuesdays, so Tuesday mornings, we call them Terrible Tuesdays with the Julie Dibbins crew. It's a hard run in the morning, hard swim, and a hard bike in the afternoon. So after that swim, I'll do a session with Erin, and then I'll have a short break before the bike, and then on Friday mornings after.
How long is that session?
The gym session?
Yeah.
30 to 40 minutes usually. We usually try to kind of keep it a little shorter. Friday morning, early swim here with Julie, and then, Erin and I will try to do a session before I have another quality ride. And then if we're feeling up for it, home gym Sundays. It's kind of our new thing that we absolutely love.
So just 3 times a week. Is that the same for you, Mirinda?
Yeah, the same. I think probably 90 minutes is the kind of the magic number. It's either 3 30-minute sessions or 2 45-minute sessions. We wouldn't really typically do much more than that in a week. And we typically try and have our swim.
Wow, wasn't that just ever so fantastic? We now have all the videos, all the audio done. And we just have one little salesy video to do with them tomorrow. But they ran out of babysitter time because parent problems. Now as I mentioned, having chain problems, and we have a Ventum photo shoot, video shoot to do on Tuesday. think. So I gotta get this fixed up. Well, hello, Full Cycle. In addition to having a wicked good group ride yesterday, instead of having to wait a day and a half, they got me in, boom, right away. Thanks, Full Cycle. Hashtag not an ad. Damn, Full Cycle. New lubed Dura-Ace chain. Tuned. Come on. Straightened out the rear derailleur. You had me at espresso, Full Cycle. Because they're a coffee shop too, and it rhymes with you had me at hello. You get it? You got it? That's good. Now, can we just have a little bit of a mutual fangirl moment here together? When I first started the YouTube channel here came first. It was the first thing that I started. I think that it was the year that as an investment advisor, I made, in the year, I want to say it was $8,000. Part of the reason why I started the channel was because I had a janky bike that was only $600 because it had been in a fire. I couldn't afford nutrition, and in addition to that, everything I've ever talked about where, you know, I wanted to learn how to make videos. I thought that if I really knocked it out of the park, I would be able to get free nutrition products, and maybe that would make triathlon training a little more affordable for me. Never did I think that we'd be sitting and joking with Rinny and T.O., going for bike rides with Sarah True, podcast with Patrick Langa just went up. I spent the week earlier this month with Lucy Charles and Reese, and learning from Cam Worf on the bike, and launching Team Trainiac and these courses. And it's a very holy shirt kind of moment today. And frankly, I owe a lot of the thanks to you. There's a lot of people who've been involved in this, Mel and NTK and family and friends, but none of it matters unless all of you actually tune into this stuff. So I just had a moment today where I was like, this is really cool. And you're all gonna love this stuff. Fun thing about the audio files that we did today, lots of pro triathletes do strength training, but there's only one Rinny and T.O. and Erin team that have taken a pro triathlete through a pregnancy, had them come back and get on the podium in Kona the very next year. And Rinny talked about that process for an entire audio file today. This is gonna be awesome. These triathlon courses, awesome. All right, Trainiacs. Super Bowl starting apparently.